You have to have toughness. You got to be tougher than everybody that we play. It's going to be difficult. Everybody here has got to have a lot of mental toughness.
Welcome everybody to another edition of the Nick Saban Show, brought to you by Truck Works. Coach, congratulations, 49-27, a winner over Auburn.
It was a great win for our players, our team. These guys have worked hard all year, had some major disappointments, showed the resiliency to overcome and finish the season the way we wanted to, and it's a great win for them today. Beat Auburn, win the Iron Bowl. That's always something special, and it's very significant to our program and our team, and to win 10 games again this year for however many years in a row that's been, I think is a pretty significant accomplishment as well. This team has played extremely well. We played 2 tough games on the road, lost on the last play of the game, twice by a total of 4 points, and I wish that there was something that I could have done that made it better, because we did have opportunities, but the resiliency that they showed is something that I'm most proud of.
Coach, the atmosphere, I thought, from the start of this game was fantastic. Fan base into it, your players clearly ready to play as well.
Yeah, we came out ready to play, and the fans were great. Great atmosphere in the stadium. I think it impacted the game. They actually got some false start penalties and things that put them behind the sticks, and when they were trying to play the game, just run, the way they were when they got behind the sticks, that was a huge advantage for us. So I appreciate our fans. I appreciate the supporters. We've had a lot of great positive fans, and the naysayers, they're hurting the program in more ways than they know. So we just appreciate the good fans that we have.
All right, Coach, let's get into those good first half highlights.
The Tigers with an empty set. They bring Bigsby in motion. They flip to him. He'll cut it upfield. They single setback behind him. That's Bigsby, hands it off to him. Made one-man miss. Trying to get to the edge. Does. They'll bring the man in motion. That's Moore. They'll go with the quarterback keep to the right side. He's got a first down. He's got more inside the 10. Gets down to the 5. Gets to the goal line and stretches in for an Auburn touchdown. Left, 2 tight ends right for Auburn. The eye set. They'll go option look left side. They'll get it to Hunter. He'll get to the edge. He lost the football. It's on the deck. Who's got it? I believe it's Alabama. It is. It's DJ Dale in the split left for the Crimson Tide. Latu, the tight end to the right side. Young gets the snap, hands it off. Gift running left side. He gets to the 40. He gets cut down to the 41-yard line. And ends now as Oots joins Latu on the left side of the formation. They'll bring Burks in motion in tight right. They'll hand it off to Gibbs, trying to get left. Does get across midfield into Auburn territory. Bryce barking out the signals, has a man in motion. He'll flip it to him, coming left side. That will be Gibbs, and he'll get close to the first down. Time left, first quarter. Alabama driving inside the Auburn 10-yard line. JoJo Earl in motion to the right side. Bryce gets the snap, looks right, looks left, has a man catch, made McClellan. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Alabama. 10-yard touchdown play. Bryce to Jace, and the Tide is on top for the first time today. Technically, just slightly off the formation left side. Bryce wants to throw. Looking, still looking. Rolls to his right. Being chased, turns it up, gets close. It will be McClellan. Bryce gets the snap, rolling to his right as he's flush, heading for the pylon. Get the race, wins the race. Touchdown, Alabama. One right for Alabama. Bond will go in motion left side, putting 3 there as the handoff will go to McClellan. Flag comes in as he gets to the edge, picks tight end left as well. He'll bring a man in motion in Bond. The handoff going to Williams. 5, 4, 3, 2, and one more. Touchdown out. The quarterback from the pistol again gets the snap, wants to throw. Looking right, firing towards the end zone. It is going to be caught. Touchdown Auburn. We had to wait on this. Play action to McClellan. Bryce again with all day. Firing towards the end zone. Brooks, catch, touchdown, Alabama.
1:06 left to go, still 3 timeouts.
Clock ticking down near the 1-minute mark. the snap. Goes to Young. Little ball screen. Hold it. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Alabama adds to its lead.
35-14 going into the locker room is obviously huge, but the way you got it done also very big.
Well, we made some explosive plays on offense. Bryce played really well. I think we had like 4 touchdown passes and some big plays. But, you know, the offense sort of controlled the tempo of the game in the first half, which I think was really, really important. Defensively, we were struggling a little bit with some of their formations and some of their run plays. We did a lot of adjusting, you know, at halftime to try to get those things fixed. But we also got a couple really key turnovers, you know, that set up scores for us. So that was huge in the first half as well.
All right, 35-14 Alabama at the break. We've got more coming up here on the Nick Saban Show presented by Truckworks.
The Nick Saban Show is brought to you by the University of Alabama, where legends are made, and by Coke with zero sugar and refreshingly delicious. Is Coca-Cola Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Find out for yourself.
Coach, great to have a 35-14 lead at the break, but I would imagine that's not part of your message.
Well, more than ever before, because these guys were down against Mississippi State on the road like 24-6 and came back and tied the game and ended up losing in overtime.
Right.
So no scoreboard was a huge message at halftime. You know, we got the ball first in the second half because we won the toss and deferred. So I thought it was really, really critical that we go out and have a great drive, challenge the offense to do that, and we went right down and scored. So I think that was huge in the game.
All right, Coach, let's get into those second half highlights.
Formation, play clock under 10, claps his hands, now gets the snap, hands it off McClellan, left to the right side for Alabama. Now Gibbs will go left, the handoff will go to McClellan up the middle. He spins full as going in motion left side. Bama will hand it off. They'll work towards the goal line. McClellan keeps the legs turning into the end zone for a touchdown. The 2-yard touchdown run, and with 9:57 to go in the third, Alabama now leading it 41-14. Got a fullback look right now. They'll go on the reverse near side. They'll get the first down with Hunter and Moore to the 40 of Alabama, now to the 30. Bama trying to get him down, and he will stay on his feet. Play clock down to 5. They snap it at 4. Quarterback draw. Ashford to the 10, to the 5. Still on his feet, into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Robbie Ashford, fourth for Alabama right here, and they will kick this one high, and it will be fielded by Alabama. It's Ja'Cory Brooks. He's going down the sideline. Goes in motion right, changes direction left. Handoff goes to Gibbs, right side, cuts it back. He's at the 15. He's at the 10. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. The exclamation point. Snap it to Ashford. Pressure coming, and he goes down, and so does the ball. He is scrambling now in the end zone. He's trying to fire. He does, and Ashford at quarterback. He'll roll right side. It'll be a quarterback keep. Trying to get to the edge, and now we'll get knocked out of bounds. A big hit delivered. 2.5 to go for the Tigers. The snap to Ashford. He'll keep it himself. He's got a first down. He's got more. He stays on his feet. He gets spun around. He stays on his feet. Alabama wins Iron Bowl 20-22.
Coach, a 49-27 victory that wasn't always perfect, but it was very gutty.
Yeah, it was. I think our players showed a lot of grit. You know, we were struggling out there to stop the run, but twice we got them stopped in the red zone and made them kick field goals. And even the drive when we threw the interception and didn't score, you know, we took, 7 or 8 minutes off the clock, which was really, you know, we want to take the clock in the game. And we could have taken the game there, but we turned it over. But we got it back and scored again. So, look, I'm just so proud of our players for the way they've competed, especially in these last 3 games. And when they could have thrown in the towel, when there were a lot of naysayers out there, that a lot of negative stuff going on. And, you know, our players just kind of, you know, said, this is all we got, but this is all we need. And that was the people in the room. And they kind of rallied around that and, you know, played with a lot of grit and determination, and I'm really proud of them for that.
49 was all you needed today, Coach, in that 49-27 victory over Auburn in the Iron Bowl. We've got more of the Nick Saban Show presented by Truckworks coming up next.
The Nick Saban Show is brought to you by T-Mobile, bringing 5G to hometowns across the SEC and proud partner of Alabama football.
Coach, where's the turning point for you in this one?
Well, I think getting the turnover right at the end of the second quarter, right before halftime, punching it in, and then coming out and scoring the first drive of the second half. That made us go up 35-14. Then the second half we went up 42-14. So that made it a 4-score game. So I think that was the key. That's what turned the game around for us. And players did a really good job of taking advantage of the turnover and coming out and starting the second half the way we wanted to.
Coach, when we talk about your staff during this segment, we're normally talking about a position coach, but there's so much more that makes up your staff. And part of that is people that work with your equipment side of things, and Kyle Smith, Director of Equipment's huge.
Yeah, Kyle is, he's always with me at practice, so he probably gets his butt chewed out more than anybody, on our whole team. But he does a great job, and he's got a great personality. And I don't think people really realize all these equipment folks have to do. To pack us up and take us to a game and pack it up and bring it home, That's a huge thing. And these guys do a fantastic job, and Kyle's been real helpful in every way, and he's very helpful to me as well.
And there better be a straw hat at a moment's notice if needed at practice as well.
I don't ever forget my straw hat.
I wouldn't think so. Let's learn more about Kyle.
My name's Kyle Smith. This is my 7th season as the Director of Football Equipment. My day-to-day role is to help run the day-to-day operations of the football equipment room. We help get the team ready for practice, games, packing for the games. I'm in charge of our 15 student managers who do the bulk of the work. They're the real heroes of the operation. They're full-time students with a full-time job, and those guys work hard, and it's a pleasure to watch them work and see the reward they get of doing their job, and they do a great job at it.
Quick hips, run through it. Run through it. That's it, 14.
Being next coach at practice is a very unique experience. I'm very fortunate to get to watch him teach, get to watch him coach.
Start with this foot. Step, go. Step, step, step. Get your hands up and inside hand jam.
He's the best ever. We get to watch how he teaches these guys and just how hands-on he is, and the relationships he builds with the players is something very unique, and something that I'm able to take and apply to my student managers and as a husband and a father. So something I don't take for granted, just being right next to coach and to watch him do what he does.
Blow the horn, let's go.
Blowing the horn every day, I've kind of just grown immune to it. The sound doesn't really bother me anymore. Maybe that's a bad thing, but it's just something I've kind of grown accustomed to, and just kind of gotten used to it over time. When you're around coach every day at practice, the thing you see the most is how much he truly cares about the players. He coaches them, he teaches them, he coaches them hard, but he does truly care about them. He wants what's best for them and their future, whether it be in football or after football. So that's the main thing I take away from Coach Saban. And then, another thing, he has a really good sense of humor. He can crack the players up.
Quit bringing the rust to me, will you? You already got me injured once.
I don't know if a lot of people get to see that side of it, but that's a cool part about being with him at practice is his sense of humor that some people don't get to see.
When I was a punt returner, we led the nation in punt returns.
You was the one back there?
Yeah. We were always too deep. So the rest of the story is, the guy that was the real returner won a gold medal in the 72 Olympics. All I did was block the first guy down or fair catch the bad balls.
Have you watched this?
I know what you're going to make me watch.
Can I have a drink?
Yes, sir.
I thought they were going to give me some Propel or something, they said. See, he's got Propel. What do I have to do to get one of those? They told me to drink that instead of this.
The electrolytes.
That's what I'm supposed to be having.
We'll get you one tomorrow. I'll get them. Me and Ginger will talk.
What if I don't like it? Then what are you going to do?
I'll have a water handy.
I mean, the wrong size shoes, wrong drink. We're trying to find something you can do. Tell me what you can do.
Looks like not much.
I think there was an issue, but it was good that he was kind of easy on me, kind of flaked up with me. But we've got it fixed now over time, so hopefully after all these years, he's finally found something that I can do.
Coach, your favorite part of the show. You got the clicker in your hand. CB&S Bank play of the game.
Yeah, well, this is a route that we run. I won't tell you the name of the route, but we're going to motion Jameer over here to make a three-man bunch. This guy's going to come over here and eat up the corner, all right, who has the deep third. Jermaine Burton is going to come down here and read the safety. If he can beat the safety across his face, we're going to end up with a two-level route. Cam's going to eat this corner up going to the 7, and Jameer's going to end up going to the flat. All right, so we got a three-level route. If we break this out off the safety's leverage, or we cross his face and the corner is going to bite on that guy. And that's exactly what happened on this play. So here comes Jameer. Jermaine Burton does a great job of reading this because he has to read. Am I going to take it out and try to three-level the corner, or am I going to go across his face? You see the backside corner comes in with 7, all right, which is what every corner is going to do because he's squeezing the guy in his area. Bryce makes a great throw, and Jermaine makes a great catch, and it's a big play. And, you know, it set up the first touchdown of the game when we were behind 7-0.
The Nick Saban Show is brought to you by Coke with zero sugar and refreshingly delicious. Is Coca-Cola Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Find out for yourself.
Coach, we talk about depth on a football team, how important it is. We got a great example of that tonight when Darian Dalcourt came in at center, played some big snaps for you, and he's one of the reasons that we spotlight him today.
Well, Darian Dalcourt's a fine young man, a very bright guy. He's going to be very successful in his life because of who he is. But he's also a very good football player, and he was a starter as a center on our team. And he's really struggled with some injuries this year, and that's what kept him out of the lineup. But he showed a lot of grit tonight because he was hurt, and he had to go in there when Seth went down. And you know that's the kind of competitor he is.
All right, Coach, let's learn a little bit more about Darian Dalcourt.
My name is Darian Dalcourt. I'm from Havre de Grace, Maryland. I play center. I got my undergrad in business management. My plan to be on the business side of sports, which my playing career is over. Currently in grad school right now, and I'm working towards that in sports hospitality. I feel like sometimes football shows me, just because of my size, I was a basketball player first, but you don't see many 6'3", 275-pound basketball players. So football was just a passion I developed. I was good at it, so I just wanted to further my career in that. Walking out of that tunnel, it's a great feeling. I think when I was a freshman, I was a little bit flabbergasted by the amount of people that were there. When there's 100,000 people out there screaming, you just look around there, you see all these people smiling, having fun. It just, it brings your energy up and gets you excited to go out there and play. The first moment that comes in my head, that's something I could hold close to my heart, is definitely the national championship. It's so special just because, you're with the team throughout the, you only get one team for 1 year, every year it changes. But that team, that was a really special team. You get to see the ups and downs, and I can't explain words how much it means to me, but it was a great year. I was happy for it. My family, I have 3 brothers and 3 sisters. We're all different ages. I'm the baby, which is funny because I'm also the biggest. Most of my brothers play basketball. My dad played basketball. They all went to college for basketball. I was the only football player out of my brothers and my dad, but big family, very supportive. They prepared me in a great deal of ways outside of football. When you're a recruit, even when you commit, Coach Saban tells you, I want you to commit to Alabama, not just for football, but for everything else that this university has to offer. They prepare you to be a man. They prepare you to go out into the world and do, good things other than football. There's different aspects to life besides football, and they help you realize each and every one that you want to pursue in your own career. It means a great deal to me. I've been here for a couple years. I've seen the leaders that come through here. People like Landon Dickerson, who I've seen who've moved people, moved the team, moved the nation, honestly. It means a lot to me to be able to leave an impression on the younger kids who will one day maybe be in my steps to be a leader. It means a lot to me that I get to wear the A. When you're younger, you get to watch Alabama on national TV. It's a lot of kids' dreams to be able to go out there and compete. So, I wear it with a lot of pride, a lot of respect, and I'm just truly grateful for the opportunity. To the fans, we appreciate you. We're very grateful for you. And we're happy to put on a show for you this season. Roll Tide.
The Nick Saban Show is brought to you by Ford. The Ford F-150 helps make your game day traditions bigger and better, season after season.
It's a little bit different when we get to this segment of the show. We normally know what's next. That's kind of out of our hands right now, but we do know there's at least one more game still to be played for your team.
Well, and I'm really proud of the way these guys, and I've said this earlier on the show, finished the season, won the last 3 games, won 10 games for, that's a significant accomplishment in our league. And losing 2 games by a total of 4 points, both on the last play of the game, both on the road, were really tough on this team, but they hung in there and they stayed with it. And I think that, we don't know what we're going to do next, so we just got to prepare ourselves if we get an opportunity, and I'd love to see this team get an opportunity to get in the playoffs. If we get that opportunity, we want to take advantage of it, so we got to get ourselves ready for that. But it's an opportunity for us as a team to play against a good team someplace, and hopefully these guys will stick with it and do a good job and stay together and be able to do a good job when the time comes.
Final TV show of the year. Coach, always a privilege to work with you. Thank you for the time as always. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time here on The Nick Saban Show, presented by Truckworks.
The Nick Saban Show is brought to you by Coke with 0 sugar and refreshingly delicious. Is Coca-Cola Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Find out for yourself. And by the University of Alabama, where legends are made.